Hello everybody, welcome back to the Artisan of Glimmith. We had some struggles with inequality lately, so we're gonna move on for a bit and leave those giant sevens for another day. What was this guy? You got so many. Loopy. Oh my. We need 10 more to get just a silver window, yet alone all the rest of it. Can I get my brain in gear for this? What is that down there? That's a 4. Oh, excuse you, Steam. I did not mean to grab you. There's a 3. Loopy. There cannot be a point where exactly 3 borders meet. Precision 4. So this can't be. No, it can be. 3 borders, not 4 borders. So, no T's. No T. Precision 4. 1, 2. Okay, so we can't do 3, 4, because that would make a T. We can't do 4, because that would leave a 1. It would have to be this. This is 3 borders meeting exactly, so we have to break that into 4, and we have to break that into 4. Okay. This goes out to here. That can't exist there, so we must take this. And then it seems like a lot of options. This must come out to here. We can't do that because that makes a T. We can't do that because that makes a T. God, I don't visualize this well at all. So we can't do that. Would have to be that. Is that working? Can't have that there, so we have to take that over. Can't have that there, so we have to finish there. It's getting somewhere. This can't exist. This can't exist. This can't exist. So all of those have to get out. As far as I understand, that has to exist as well. That can't exist. Oh, that can't exist, so that has to... Well, that can be there. Can I just do, like, a bunch of this on the edges? Like, you kind of have to draw a perimeter of edges around everything. Perhaps. I can't begin to imagine what the 6s and 7s in Loopy look like. That must exist. So that's going to be a zone. That can't exist, so I think that's a 4. That must exist. That must exist. I think that must be those. That's fine. Huh. I mean, I can do that, yeah. This feels very not smooth. No T's, so that must exist. That must exist. Yes, every join is just a join of 4. It's all full crosses. So that's a full cross. That's a full cross. I can't do that. I think I'm a little lost over here. That can't exist. Nope. Absolutely not. I'm getting confused with the rules where you have to make borders over every T. Is that a thing? I barely remember. So that has to exist. That has to exist. I feel like I've done something wrong. Yeah, I've done something wrong. Is it down here that I've done something wrong? No, I've done something wrong somewhere else. Goody! I can't, my brain cannot do it. How far back is this goddamn mistake? Everything is correct so far. Okay, let's go with that. This must be a line. This must be a line. This must get out. We decide that was incorrect, though. No, that's fine. Okay. Okay. If I do enough of these, I'll start understanding it, right? I have to eventually. Okay. A 1. I love 1s. Yeah, we got Bricky and Loopy here, which my brain does not enjoy the notion of. So there cannot be a border where exactly 3 borders meet. There cannot be a point where 4 borders meet. So there has to be only points where 2 borders meet. Do I have to just bifurcate this? That's so tricksy, but at least I understood it. That's very tricky, though. Loopy and Bricky again. Why do I feel like we have to get all the polyominoes to touch? Why do I feel like that's the only way? No, we can't. We can't make all the polyominoes touch. Maybe none of them touch. Yeah, okay. You're doing weird things with your rule set. You're allowed. Loopy, Bricky, polyominoes. Is this just the same thing we just did? I guess it is. Is this the same thing we just did? It is. How do we get as far away from everything as possible? It's a T-shape with one extra off of it. Is it going to be that? Or could it be... No, we might have had it the first time. It's just like a very particular packing puzzle, isn't it? Can I get this shape in here? I can. Well, it was a fun little diversion, but I don't feel like we're going to have lots of that to come. Loopy rose window. There cannot be a point where exactly 3 borders meet. So... that must be true. I think. Because we can't have edges protrude like that. So then... what? We have exactly 2 regions. Three borders meet. There you go. And then I presume this is going to be similar. Cannot be a point where exactly 3 borders meet. So first of all, that. Yes? Is that a fact? Because that can't exist. So those must all be true. That can't be. There's no way all this can be true, is it? I have no idea what's going on. That around the outside is true. This is true. That must get out. That must get out. That must get out. That must get out. That's true. That's true. How I do anything with what I've now got, I don't know. Because I can only have 2 regions. Can't do that. Of course I can't do that. Though I do prefer that colour. What on earth do I do with this? I don't know at all. I can do that, I guess. But that can't come out of here. So that's no good. I can't visualize any of what is supposed to be happening right now. I hate it. Cannot be a point where exactly 3 borders meet. Do I need to do something with the borders? Like making a loop out of the borders? Is that going to be an easier way to visualize this puzzle? It's inside and outside. Or something. Except I can't cut this down. This feels closer. This seems like a better way of visualizing the problem or something. This one that's being a pain now. Aha. That was definitely the way to approach that problem. Interesting thoughts there. Well, we've got all the red ones, but we don't even have the gold ones yet. How are we doing on this window now? Where is this window? Not that one, is it? It is. 3 more to get a guild. We can do 3 more. We can absolutely do 3 more. Loopy. That has to go to there. That has to go to there. They must join together. That must take those. Well. I feel like it's going to be 2 regions. Or something. That can't go there. Humana. That must take that. I'll get rid of it. You must take that. You must take that. You must be in an area together, apparently. You must take those. You must take that. But no. But no. Ah, okay. That's fine. Okay. Slowly picking up threads. Couple more 2s. Jeez. Be bigger, why don't you? You get that. You get that. You get that. Loopy Bricky. So, you're going to have to do that. And that. And that. And that. quite that though, is it? That. Unless that has to go the other side. It's something along these lines, for sure. Oh, I can do that. Okay. Tricky. And then this is Loopy Bricky. How are we doing this? I mean, they can take all of those. Those aren't going to be things. Is there just going to be one line that goes between, like... There's going to be like an in and out, and these are going to join up eventually, is my best guess. But how these guys get one line... It'd have to be like that, wouldn't it? That gets an outside edge. Is it going to be? No, no. Is there two shapes here? Can't be that. Because you have to take this. So where's your line? Yeah, it was two shapes. Hey, we got our silver window. That means to do another 19 to get gold, and then another 12 after that. Good golly. And then watchtower. Then what was this? Difference. And difference was different than inequality, yeah. Did I just... Yeah, I kind of missed Bricky here and watchtower there. Inequality we were just in for a good while, so I kind of missed two zones here of sections, but that's fine. 4, 3. Loopy Bricky. 2, 4. 6, 5. Oh, the 6 is the... This 6 is the tricky bit. When can I squeeze one more step out of this? Three, 5. There's like too much empty space here, it feels like. If we like do this. How can I draw the 6 in what remains? Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It'd be that. So the 3 is there. No, it can't be that. It would have to be this, wouldn't it? But that can't be the 5 either. I feel like I'm Got it. Okay, I thought I was going mad, but no, we were on the right track. Is that going to be another one of the... Oh, wait. We didn't even do this one. What is going on? What on earth am I looking at? I feel like this hasn't helped my visualization of the problem very much at all. I know all these things must be true, but I don't feel like it's helped visualize where the loop's going to go. Like, there must be something like this happening, right? That's what all these exist for. Like, I can't do that, right? I don't understand what I'm looking at here for a loopy bricky. The Palisades I get. But there's something about the loop that I'm looking at that my brain doesn't comprehend? I don't know. For a 2, I feel like it shouldn't be that bad. Like, I know that must be, and that must be, and therefore, well, hypothetically, you could have a line that goes between those. So we just have to be extra careful about which ones are borders and which ones are not borders. Is that right? So rather than just turning them into one mass, they are a group of sometimes similar but not always similar masses. And that's going to give me some pathway I can draw a line or something. Hilarious that I didn't solve it because I forgot to do that one. But yes, okay, so it wasn't colouring it all into one big mass, it was making sure we preserved the borders in between. Apparently this side of things I didn't do too badly on previously. Loopy, rose windows, not bricky. So there cannot be a point where 3 borders meet. So that can be 4 borders. But if we can't do one outside edge line, how do I get it? Can it be a point where 3 borders meet? So I think some of these, or all of these, are going to have 4 borders meeting. So that would give this. But that presents problems down here. I could do that. Like, it's either both of them are there or none of them are there, is the thing, right? So if both of these are here, that can end there. That can be a region. That can't be because we get 2 yellows. I can't. My brain's in Loopy Bricky version now. Loopy, rose windows. So it's inside, outside. Yeah, I don't even need the outside line. I just need to figure out how to draw a line between everything here, right? So who's got the fewest options? Like, can't be that because we can't do this on the opposing side. But we just have to take all the lines we have and make a big loop. Hence, Loopy. Can't do this because that has nowhere to go. Oh, I can't undo them with this? Give me that then. God, it could be that. Yes? No. They're both on the wrong side. That's the one thing I wasn't expecting to be a problem. Oh! Is there something else I can interpret from the shading then? Because it feels like that's all I've got for shading clues, because there's no other 2 pieces that are flush together. I just need to generate an inside and an outside. That can't be. It's a 4, so I feel like there must be slightly more logic than just trying to draw a line. I just don't know what that looks like. that the same problem? It is the same problem. I don't even know how to look at what I'm looking at there and make something different. Could I have a big loop with a line running through it? Or two loops? No, I couldn't have two loops. No, I couldn't have a line running through a loop, because then the inside would have stuff on both sides of a line. This is such a ridiculous puzzle. What can I learn about this? I know that can't exist. Other than that, I don't know what I can do. This can't go out because then this has nowhere to go. Unless it could do that, but then that's on the outside. That hasn't worked, has it? This has nowhere to go. God damn it. This is so silly. You haven't started, so I was going to say everything is correct so far, because it can't be incorrect. Oh dear. Well, we can start bifurcating this early, which seems terrible, but it has to be either be that or that. So if it starts left, okay, wait, if it starts left, no, that does end up with somewhere to go. So that doesn't have anything inside of it. This is still the same problem, isn't it? Why does this keep happening? What is it about this puzzle that makes this happen so frequently? There's nothing I can do with that. I don't understand. Like, I understand that this must be, and that must be, and then after that, I've got no idea. I've got no idea at all how I'm supposed to logic my way into this puzzle. Like, this could go left or right. And this could go left or down. And that's it. There's like everywhere could take 2 turns. But I don't know what defines whether something ends up on the inside or outside of any given line. Oh my god, stop. That's just all on the outside. I don't understand it at all. Like, that can't go that way. Like, if this is one color, this has to be the other color. That means this has to be the first color. Hold on, are we onto something? Could we be onto something? So this has to be purple. This has to be purple. That means this has to be blue. This has to be purple. This has to be blue. This has to be purple. That has to be blue. Doesn't say that has to be purple. That has to be purple. That has to be blue. That has to be purple. That has to be blue. That makes that be blue. But now I've got blue on both. And that doesn't work. But let's just see if this continues on to any kind of thought-provoking conclusion. That means all of this has to be purple. This has to be blue. That has to be blue. This has to be blue. This has to be purple. Is there something in this? Rather than just trying to draw lines? I'm worried that they're both on blue right now. But otherwise, it's an interesting exercise in colouring. So that's blue, this is purple. Am I just drawing that same shape that I've drawn 3 times? But doing it the blue-purple way. I don't know what's going on here now. There might be something there. I feel like there has to be something in that. If this is red, this has to be the opposite color. And then that's back to red. And if this is red, that means this has to be blue. Because this is now red, this is blue. Because they have to be on the opposing sides of the thing. If this is blue, that means that this, and this have to be red. Which makes that red. then there's got to be somewhere to go from here. This blue has to get out, which means that's red, because we can't have them be the same on both sides. So that's red. That's blue. That's red. That's blue. That's red. That's blue. But we can't have three borders meet there. So that can't be. Red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue. Because that would have to be red. That would have to be blue, but we can't have that line there. But we can't have both sides being red. I don't understand where I'm going wrong with this, because it feels like it should work. Doesn't it? Like, this can't be that. Therefore, this must be a different color. I mean, it could do that, I guess. So I didn't have to do this. It could do that and be something like that. So maybe I just have to be more thorough. My brain's like, if I just color in the lines, we'll get there eventually. I'm just trying to see the matrix for the lines now. So it can't be that. That can't be an end there. Hold on. This can't go there. It can't go there. So that must go there. That must be where it is. Yeah, those ones are correct. Those must be those. Now, what else? If that goes up, that goes down. There must be more like that. So that can't go up, that can't go left. It must go down. Are there more of those? That can't exist, that can't exist. So they must have colors. That can't exist, so that must have colors. That can't exist, so that must have colors. That can't go up. It can go left or down, so that's no good to me. That can't go up. It could go left. Are there more givens that I've just been neglecting this whole time? And comes back to, this can either go the long way round or not. We can't leave that there. I shouldn't undo my givens. That cuts off too much stuff. Hold on, so this was our correct stuff. How can I get these to go somewhere? See, the thing is, this and this could both be solutions, and that means there isn't a unique solution, so it can't be that. So that would mean that this can't go this way or this way. Therefore, it must go that way or that way, but that can also not have a unique solution. That's really irksome. I can't believe I've been on this puzzle for so long. Slightly wild, to be honest. So if we know those are true, we know that has to get out to there. Honestly, the colour just distracts me more. What ones don't have options? I mean, is it only worth figuring out where it goes from the ends now? Okay, this... What was I about to think? Like, we can't do this because that leaves this as a dead end. Does that mean that that has to go to there? Or to here? Like, if it weren't for this one wall, this would be fine. I'm so baffled. This is the only thing I can find that's like a good, solid given. Right, that must be true, that must be true. That must be true. Okay. Maybe I should be colouring more. Then what? I don't know. That has to get out. Those have to get out. I can't do that. That can't do that. They must all be together. I've explored this direction more than the other. Because you can do that. And you can do that, and that's not good. So go with this. This would end up being the same. So have that go down. Would have to go in there. Then to do that... Hold on. That goes down. That can't go to there because it leaves this alone as like a terminus. That makes a closed loop. So that can't be. That makes a closed loop, so that can't be. How do we deal with this? Can't leave that alone. Going mad. That can't do that. I can do that or that. But again, this is one of these ones that can do that, or that, or even that, and that all seems to be like versions of roughly the same thing. Wait a second. Where's my... This is my other terminus. I can't leave that terminus there doing nothing. So if this exists... that would have to go to there. That would have to do that. That can't exist. So I think that has to go to there. We can't do this around the top edge because of the uniqueness problem. Can't do this either. I can't see anything. This is correct. What? I thought I decided that that was correct. That can't go there. That can't go there. That has to go there and there. That can't go there. Hold on. Have I been... Did I think I'd made a fundamental solve and I was wrong about it and then I've been working off an incorrect thing the whole time? Because these can't exist, so that must go there. That can't exist, so that must go there. That's correct. This can't go there. Did I think this was correct and it's not? No, that is. Oh, it's this that's not correct. Right. So these are fine. But I was doing this the whole time and thinking that that went there, so good to realize that mistake. Does it start there then? Alright, you know what? I'm gonna take it. I needed something. So there's all kinds of solutions that get to that edge. Whereas if we go over and back on ourselves, there's only one way to do that. So I wager this is closer to correct. Not quite that. I don't know how long I was accidentally working on this one false assumption that was really crippling me, but I never want to see that puzzle again. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.